Hello, my name is Alun. My pronouns are he, him, and today I'm running the second of a two-shot of Alien Dark, my own game for playing relatively rules light games in the Alien universe or something similar. Um, you want to know more than that? Go back to session one. Um, this game was organized as part of the Open Hearth gaming community's monthly calendar. If you don't know about the Open Hearth, then we'd encourage you to search Open Hearth on Google or whatever you use to find things, and come and play with us because we think we've got quite a decent table culture, and we get to play with people from around the world. We are spanning so many time zones today; it's kind of uncanny. So, with that in mind, um, I'm going to just describe a slight kind of previously on so that all of us a week later are on the same page of where we are. Um, our Marine squad has taken shelter in an abandoned diner come gas station come mechanics place and have discovered a challenge has arisen. One of two Marines that they picked up in difficulties on the way here as they try to get back to their HQ for an emergency evacuation. Um, One of those Marines, something strange has happened to him. Uh, Evans, Evans. I got these names the wrong way around for most of the end of last week, so I apologize. Evans has gone mad, it appears. Um, there are black veins appearing up through his neck and into her face. Um, the skull is elongating. The eyes are opaque, and clearly some dangerous shit is happening to them. Um, when that happened, they started to wrestle with the person that you picked up with them, Willis. Nix, uh, our assault marine, saw this happening um, and went to intervene to separate them. At that point, Evans throws her friend Willis across the room, and they crashes through a table in the diner in the corner. Um, Zira, our rifleman, our point of the spear in this Marine squad, comes into the back of the diner, sees what's happening, and takes a shot at the aggressive Evans. Um, doesn't take him down. You know, good hit, but it seems to have almost negligible effect. Um, the LT, Knack, she sees this happening and steps away from the action for reasons that you will discover if you go back and look at episode one. Mick, our medic, is torn because we also have some civvies that they picked up, a pregnant woman and her husband. Uh, they're over there, concerned. Willis is in the corner in a heap. And Nix now has Evans in a headlock, has successfully restrained them for the moment. But we heard that in the descriptions that Evans was frothing at the mouth, black froth dripping down his chin. And we, the audience, and maybe Nix as well, see that froth drips onto her hand as she is holding this mad transforming marine. And it doesn't drip off the other side, it sinks into the skin. That is where I think we left it. So first thing we need to do is have Nix roll a d6 for what Evans does next. Now
Uh,
I've changed the dice roller, but you should see an array of appropriately coloured dice at the bottom. But pick a dice that you like and roll a d6 to see what Evans is going to do next.
okay, can I get clarity on Evans's pronouns, please?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Because I need to check them out. It is she, her. I beg your pardon.
Okay, got it. All
I am
right.
so confused with all of the names. I couldn't even remember mine. Speaking of, I should
Nick.
change
Oh, wait,
that.
that's me.
Speaking of, yeah, it'd be a good idea
Yes,
if you
I'm
could
gonna
edit
put
your
mine.
Zoom window names just so I don't have to keep doing
That's
that.
true. Good point. This is that is the downside complication challenge with being in so many games all at once. Next.
What are my character's pronouns? I can also no longer remember.
He, they is in the
He's
sheet.
there. Thank you. Yeah, there we go.
Oh gosh,
there's a
Oh, cat.
cattail.
that's a cluloid tentacle to me.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh,
Oh,
buddy.
Susie.
All right.
I don't know if you're familiar with the dice roller. If you click one of those dice at the bottom, something will appear in the main kind of screen, and there's a large kind of button called roll.
Okay. And I'm just rolling a d6.
Just a d6 for what the bestiary says Evans is going to do next.
All right. Can you see
Two.
it? It's a two. Oh.
2 or 3. He, she raises their head and their opaque eyes bore into yours. Do something else to resist their mesmeric fascination or stand stupefied. What do the others do before it does something next? It's already up close and personal with you, but let's see what it does. So you need to roll to do something else.
Okay.
It seems to me that, I'm just trying to think what's relevant here in terms of your skill set.
Yeah.
I think I would give you the white dice because you always get the white dice. I think you can have the orange dice because your analysis expertise suggests that you have a degree of kind of staying on the ball, not being distracted, able to focus. Fair enough?
Works for me. Yeah.
You can always have the green dice. Yeah?
Sure, let's do it.
And 2 risk dice to see what Evans might do to you.
All right. And that's the black and the red, yes?
The risk die are the reds, so you're going to click that one twice. The black dice is the bonus dice, which I don't think applies in this circumstance.
Got it.
So what are we rolling for again?
Rolling to do something else to avoid falling under the mesmeric gaze of this weird creature.
What is the something else?
Well, roll to do something else is the generic move for anything that isn't covered by anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I need to?
In this circumstance, roll to avoid falling under the spell of the mesmeric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I
That
don't
was the
need to
name
say
of a
what.
move.
Yeah, you don't need to say what.
Okay.
No.
Thank you, Charles. I was also wondering.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, look at that. So a 6 on the stress dice, so stress goes up by 1. That's easy. But that's success. And there's a 5 on the risk dice. If it had been a 6, you'd have suffered a consequence, but you don't.
Okay. All right.
So you are fine, right? So you resist the mesmeric approach. Yeah.
Yeah, my heart rate's going up though.
Oh, but I bet it is. Because that's stress. Yeah, mark stress, which is now at 4. Wow. Mark info, because on a 6, generally speaking, you gain a bit of info, that generic resource that you can spend to do stuff with. And you also get to tell me what additional, because I think the rule says you succeed brilliantly. You succeed brilliantly. Agree with the GM what extra benefit you get.
Ooh, an extra benefit, you say.
So as well as resisting the mesmeric fascination, what else do you want?
So I have this Evans plus being whatever situation in a headlock. Can I change that to turning them away from me so they're not looking at me?
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
So that's what you do. What do the other people in the room do? Now I'm going to go to Mick first. Well, actually, no, I'm going to go to Zira first because Zira already had a bead drawn on
Mm.
Evans and shot him. Her. Zira, there's this struggle going on. The Evans has swiveled round to look up at Nix, and Nix has kind of pulled a twist on, so now he's facing away from her. Sorry, is Nick? Yes, she. So that's what's going on. Zira, do you want to try and shoot him again? Her again.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's gonna try and take another shot at Evans. And I think it's taking a while, right? Because Nyx is being wiggly, which she finds annoying, but she's still going to try her best not to shoot Nyx. You're welcome.
Okay. So white dice, orange dice for shoot. I'm assuming you all still have your expertise available. I haven't looked, but
I believe she got hers back by doing something because she lost it by being bad at threatening people.
that's right. And then stress has gone back up.
Yes.
So white dice, orange dice for expertise, black dice for deadly, stress dice if you want it, and 2 red risk dice, which is the
Ooh.
risk to Nyx.
Hmm. Is she gonna stress herself out to try and have a better chance of helping her squad mate? Nyx is confident. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, I think she will. She'll roll the stress dice.
Okay.
Okay. High is a 6. That is not on the stress die, and the risk die are 2 3s.
So you miss Nyx, and you hit Evans. Now 6, mark info. You are going to have to roll for stress because this is beginning to get to you because you put 2 rounds into her, and she still doesn't go down. So now you have put 3 rounds into Evans, and all you're noticing is their fatigues are staining. It's too dark to be staining with blood. Normal red blood on those yellow khakis would look dark, but not as dark as what you're letting out of her. So roll for stress. Pick a dice that likes you and roll it. If you get a 4, 5, or 6, stress will go up by 1.
There's the roll button. 3.
Cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
There you go. This is weird. LT, you're seeing that. Mick, at the end of last time, you were made a difficult decision about, do I go to the pregnant woman? Do I go to Willis in a heap in the corner? Or do I go and help Nyx? And you said you would go and help Nyx. So what do you do to help Nyx? Oh, you are muted.
That is a good question. Oh.
I mean, a legitimate response is change my mind.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking here's the problem I haven't really thought about. I haven't really gotten into the head of my character, I guess. But I feel like I think they are drawn to trying to help and seeing how shooting this target doesn't work. I think they might just try and run at it at full speed and try and tackle her away from
Okay.
Nyx.
Okay. Let's
Which
have
I'm
you roll.
not sure if this is actually his skill set, but
Well,
as a pilot, might
fight,
just be like
fight,
a former
fight,
pilot.
fight and shoot. Everybody has that. So
Yeah.
you get the white dice, you get the orange dice, you can have the green dice, but you also roll 2 risk die because there is a risk of you getting hurt in this.
I'm wondering if well, 2 questions. 1 question. Am I gonna see Mick coming towards us?
You might do. Why?
Because if so, then I would like to shout out, be careful. There's something coming out of Evans. Don't let it get on you.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
All right.
Watch body fluid risk.
There we go. Biohazard. Biohazard
fantastic.
protocols. There we go.
Mick, does that change your response?
I think he's already charging, right?
Fine.
I
So-
just wonder if he's by any chance put some gloves on at some point because of
I think
him looking at the
You should
pregnant
have
woman.
gloves on
I-
you somewhere.
I'm prepared for you to have gloves on because you were treating Evans not, 5-10 minutes ago.
That's true.
And you were going over to see pregnant June, weren't you?
Yeah.
So
One
go
question.
ahead.
I do not understand how the risk dice work
Okay.
because I don't see them in the dice roller.
Oh, do you not see a red dice?
No, I see stress and then I see expertise and bonus and
Okay. Go to safety and links. I've changed because that dice roller was not
Oops.
behaving last time. There's a new dice roller
Oh.
link.
I had not realized.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It doesn't have the full array, but it's got all the dice colors you need. I managed to get the dice to do it.
The dice. Okay, so then white dice is always.
Yeah, orange dice because you've got fight and shoot. Risk die if you want
Okay.
it. Sorry,
Risk if
green die if you want it. Green if you want
and
it,
then
and two
two red.
red ones.
Okay, cool. Now I got it.
Oh, close run thing.
Okay, the highest.
Fine. So
Yeah.
success, and you were looking to somehow knock this creature away from Nyx, is what I think you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't think there was any more planning involved.
No, right. So I think you tackle them, and pull them free of Nyx. Yeah, because maybe Nyx is rather preoccupied with the back of her hand, their hand. So yeah, you tackle him away, tackle her away. LT, what do you do?
I'm, I've taken a step back and now I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna tell everybody to take that step back with me. So I think I'm like, uh, what are we calling the underground? Do you have a name for it? I think there was
Sewers.
yeah, just the sewers. Okay, right.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody, like, retreating to the sewers, like, fall back, head to the sewers. I don't know what that is, but we're not staying around to find out. And I will try to push the civilians out with me. Like, that's like, I'm not waiting for my squad. I think I've given them the orders. I expect them to be like behind me. I'm gonna try to get these civilians out.
So you're going to rescue June and her husband. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm rescuing them. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the way everyone's going to see it.
Yeah.
I would quite like you to roll. Have you got observation or anything that might support you spotting something else?
Let me see. I have no. I have authority. That's what I got.
Okay. So I'd like you to roll the white dice
Okay.
and the green dice if you want it.
And what am I rolling?
You're rolling
for?
to investigate. I want to see if you notice something.
Okay. The white dice and the green dice. And that's it.
Oh.
4.
Stress goes up.
Okay.
But I will give you something for nothing. Willis is getting to their feet and kind of shaking their head and saying, "The fucker spat at me."
Oh no.
And you have one question you could ask me.
Yeah.
What do you want to ask, Knack? What do you want to ask?
My one question is literally where is the closest entry into the sewers?
Oh, outside.
Oh, but we have eyes on it? It's that close?
I think that I'm prepared to have, because Basket and Mouse are still outside. Zero came
Okay.
back in, but they were outside. So
Yeah.
I think I'm prepared to have found an entry maybe 50 yards away.
Right. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm gonna uh yeah, that's great. So I'm trying to push the civilians out. I'm yelling to Basket and Mouse. I'm saying provide cover. Uh you know, we're falling back, bring everyone along, and I am kind of leading the charge to the sewers.
Okay.
Someone has to.
Okay.
Mhm.
So about 50 yards away, and you are helping June to her feet, and
Yeah.
help with her husband trying to hustle her out
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
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 Um, Mick pulled Evans free of you.
Mhm.
The LT has not said anything about Willis. But Zira, I'm going to allow you because you're at the back of the diner surveying the scene. So I think there's a possibility that you spot Willis shaking his head and seeing what looks to be a set of black veins appearing on his face because that's where Evan spat at him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What do you do, Zira?
Uh, I think so. This is a mechanics question. What does reducing danger do?
Right. If you look at the character tab, you'll see top left, there's a little danger kind of scale. And currently, the threat is active. Sorry, I should have ticked that box at the bottom.
Mhm.
You can reduce that. It's a resource I can spend to make unpleasant things happen.
Mhm.
But it's also an indication of how active the threat is in pursuit of you.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh, I would like to spend an info to reduce danger by one, as Zira is going to shoot Willis.
Fine. Fine.
I think shooting Willis is going to be a separate thing, but I
Yeah.
am.
No, that's fine. Because
She's observant. She's putting two and two together. She's come up with four, and the result is murder.
I hope she's following orders too.
yeah, well, what's the motto? No man left behind.
Is it?
That's not LT's motto.
White dice,
Every
orange dice, green dice if you want it, black dice because you're deadly, and no risk die because Willis is a discrete target.
Mhm. I think I'm not going to roll stress this time.
Okay.
High four.
4. You put a round into Willis, it throws him back against the wall. But then the head comes up. Roll a d6 to see what he does now that you've attracted his attention.
Oh,
Yeah. Four again.
it's
4
because people don't follow orders.
on the
That's all I'm
base.
saying. Yeah.
4 plus. He or she stands, appearing confused and uncertain what to do. He kind of looks down at the wound that you've put in his, in his chest or shoulder or somewhere, and kind of looks up at you with those eyes that are beginning to film over as the black veins grow up through his scalp, and says, "What the fuck's going on? What do you do, Zira?"
I mean, maybe at this point she begins to follow orders and says, fall back.
Nix,
Yes.
you've seen this going on. The shot from Zira draws your attention to Willis, so you've got eyes on both Willis and Evans, who's kind of Mick is dealing with, and the LT is helping June and her husband get out the door. What do you do?
I honestly, I'm gonna grab Mick's shoulder, arm, probably arm, and then and just head for the door.
Okay, well, roll me a d6 to see what Evans is doing when you try to do that.
Okay, I can do that. I got a
1.
1.
Okay. He or she sees you coming, rushes you, um, do something else to avoid being knocked to the ground. I think fitness would apply this time.
Yes, I would hope
Yeah.
so.
If you get knocked to the ground, maybe we leave Nick's behind.
Hey!
Like it's getting messy.
It's getting very messy. It's
White
true.
dice, orange dice for fitness, green one if
Okay.
you want it,
I
and
do not.
a couple of risk die.
Rude. Okay.
Of course, that would be LG's standpoint, right?
Oh, of
Right?
course.
No. LT never said that.
All right.
Okay,
wow,
so
6.
6.
Yeah.
Great. You just how because brilliantly means that you just deal with this. What do you want as the bonus effect here? Oh, mark info.
Yes. So bonus would be honestly just speed. We book it towards the door
Okay.
and make it out, hopefully.
Do you
Yeah.
wanna spend that info to reduce danger as well, doing
Well,
what like
hang
T
on.
was setting up?
Just let me deal with the outcomes of that, because you rolled a 6, which you
Yeah.
get to mark info. Great. But you also
Yeah.
get to roll for stress,
Uh-huh.
because this is scary shit now.
why?
Wait, which one is the stress die? Or does
Well,
it matter?
choose
Not
anyone
because
you
it's
like.
alien.
Oh, I see. Okay. I guess I'll roll this one then. 2.
Oh, that is not higher than your current stress. Stress goes up by 1.
Wait,
No. Then it
no,
doesn't.
it does not.
Oh, sorry. It does
Right?
not. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know why the designer of this game doesn't know it better. So you can push him to one side, and both Mick and Nix have time to flee the scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Knack, you're outside, and the others are catching up with you. Zira, you're the only person going to be left in the diner at the end of this. So both Evans and Willis are going to be looking at you. So what do you do, Zira?
Yeah. So she had been looking around earlier, opening cupboards. I think she's got a pretty good idea of the um, lay of the land, as it were. So I think she will back out, covering the other two's retreat, and then I will spend a info on this to find a way out of the current scene that isn't obvious and close the doors. And I think there was like a tire iron or something, and she'll slide it through the handles. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. That means that you don't have to flee for your life, which you were about to have to. Now, out front, Basket and Mouse have been, their attention has been drawn towards the diner from where they've been on point by the gunfire. And as the LT comes out of the door with Nix and Mick in close pursuit, Basket says, "Don't worry, LT, I've got this." Click, click. And puts a grenade through the window.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Basket.
Basket
Yep.
case.
Yeah.
What did you tell me?
Amazing.
The
Yeah,
one
that's
most likely
that's
to
exactly
get
what I
us
told you. Yeah.
the guy most likely to get us killed.
Yeah.
So I think I need Nix, Knack, and Mick to flee the scene to avoid unpleasant consequences of him putting a grenade into the diner attached to a gas station.
Do we all roll?
Well, I want to start with Nix and Mick because they're not encumbered with a pregnant woman.
True,
So
but we're also behind
you
time-wise.
are, but what's the pace looking like? Average, slow. Oh, you two are slow. So LT, let's start with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do so good, don't worry.
So good at running.
Flee for your life. White
Yeah,
dice.
yeah. Would you say cowardice applies to this, Alan? Would you?
If it's I read the rules. If it's a foot chase and you have fitness or cowardice, add D6 for expertise. So
There we
yes, indeed I
go. There
would.
we go.
Yay.
Stress dice if you'd like it.
Great choice.
And
Yes, absolutely.
and that's it. That's it. We'll
Okay.
worry about consequences in a minute.
4.
On the stress dice, stress goes up by 1. But you on a 4, you get away clean unless the GM chooses to spend danger to maintain the pursuit and forces you to flee for your life again. I'm just to put that on the shelf until I know what happens to Mick and Nix.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So Nix,
Yeah.
you've got fitness, so I'm going to come to you next.
Right on. Okay.
Okay, so
So I've got a white and I got a
fitness counts, you get expertise dice,
Wait.
and the green one if you want it.
Oh, I definitely do not.
Because I just
Well,
wanna-
actually, hang on. I have a question for you.
Go on.
So right now I'm at 4.
You are.
What happens when I get to 6?
You may have time for one further action, and then you are mine.
Okay.
Right? I think in the
Heard.
rules it says when you get to 6, you break and prepare another character.
Ah, great. Well, in that case, you know what? I am going to roll it because why not? Let's see. Well, let's live dangerously.
Hey, there's an easy way to lower stress, which is just fight with me. Just,
we'll all have-
just get into a fight with your LT and you're good. Like that.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, she's given us plenty of reason, I think.
Oh, a 6 on the white dice. Wow. That
Hey.
goes like a bomb. So you not only get away clean, unless I choose to spend danger to put still possible. On a 6, what extra benefit do you want? Mark info, but you are then going to roll for stress because this is freaky.
Freaky shit.
And basket case, just put a grenade into the building behind you.
Okay, well, so my benefit, can it have something to do with one of the other players?
You
'Cause-
agree it with me. So what do you want?
I mean, despite her shooting at me while I was trying to subdue Evans, I would very much like Quinn to get out safely.
Done. I mean, Quinn, we see Quinn booking it round the side of the building, went out the back through the garage
Yes.
entrance, and is coming around the front.
Hell yeah.
Out clear from any grenade blast.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna roll for stress here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's see. A 4.
It's not
So that's
higher
the
than your current, is it?
Same as what I have, so I'm good.
Yeah. Remarkable,
Whew.
really. Remarkable. Mick, let's have you roll to flee the scene, shall we? Or flee for your life, depending on how
Fantastic.
you'd prefer to envisage it. White dice. You have neither fitness nor cowardice, do you?
No, I do not.
I didn't think so.
Wait, hold on. You didn't select a final expertise.
That is true.
That is true.
Time to join the cowardice camp.
Might I suggest?
Far be it from me to push you in any particular direction, but
I mean, the thing is,
Yeah.
there were other ones that sounded really interesting, but in this moment, I think I shall choose. Actually, I think I'm going to choose fitness
okay.
because I think that fits better with him.
I agree.
Yeah. Because if you go cowardice now, people are going to look back at the previous episode and see all that uncertainty as just cowardice.
Yes. I mean, that
so
was not my thinking, but yeah,
No, yeah.
you're right.
you shift up a gear and get to roll white and orange and green if you want it.
Of course, I'm taking that.
Oh, 5 on the stress
Ooh.
dice is you're away clean unless I choose to spend danger to continue the pursuit. But stress is going to go up by 1. And you know what? I'm going to spend danger to have one of them get out of the building. 0. As part of the benefit that Nick's got you, which is to get away free, if you want to, you could be dragging the travois that you had identified to help carry June about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Because I think that was in the garage space.
Mm-hmm.
And you're dragging that around the side, and I think I'm very happy for the LT and her husband to be there laying June down on that travois. It will take 2 of you to move it at any kind of decent rate. And one of those can be her husband. Yeah, so somebody, basket, mouse, one of you is going to have to help get that the 50 yards to the drain entrance. Yeah.
Mhm.
And yes, one of them, I think both of them, because it's good then, both of them burst out of the doors of the diner. One of them is fully aflame and screeching and isn't going to get very far. But the other one is coming after you, staring eyes. I think it's probably Evans because the transformation has got further with Evans.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. So would somebody
Yeah.
who hasn't had a go at this? Knack, roll D6 to see what Evans does.
3.
3. Raises ahead and they're opaque eyes. I think they're too far away from that, so I'm going to up that to a 4+, and I'm going to have them flee ... to return later. Evans runs into the snowstorm. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Nothing like having a threat loitering
Just
in the fiction. We just got, Chekhov's monster. So I'm going to cut now because the threat's gone. The explosion will almost certainly have attracted some UPP dropship interest, but I think that what I'm content to do is to cut to you lowering June down into the drain with her travois. And who would be last person in? I doubt it'll be the LT because LT will have gone down first to make sure it's safe, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably Nix or Zira who are last in. Do you want to argue the
Yeah,
toss
I mean,
between you?
it doesn't matter. I mean, I can help with the carrying of June, so I
Yeah.
think that
So
Yeah. I think Zero would take point in the sewers in case there's stuff down there.
okay.
right on. Yeah.
And so as the drain cover comes back on and the last of you clambers down, I think just before it comes down, we see the downward light of a UPP dropship just coming to investigate the area. Yeah, just so we know the UPP are still up there. And you're in the drains, you're in the sewer system. Now, LT, you know the sewer system best because you've come down here to collect cake.
Yeah.
So what do we see as you seek to navigate through the sewers to one of the sublevels of Fort Nebraska?
I think that there's no lightning down here. But every once in a while, there's a sort of, like radioactive green sort of splotch on the wall. And LT is navigating using that, right? Like these are marks that have been like laid down. And if anybody asks why LT knows, why NAC is like, knows exactly where to go, she's gonna be like, focus on the mission. Like, just gonna absolutely shut any questions down. Just be like, yeah, I've been down here. And yeah, so there's signals for, whether it's the next left or the next right and stuff like that. And she's kind of following these marks
Okay.
down into the sewers.
Now that will turn into avoid detection in a bit. But meantime, we've got a bit of walk and talk time here.
Yeah.
So let me start with Nick's, and it's also an opportunity for a bit of seek relief from the horror if that was something that appealed to anyone.
I'm sure.
So let me start with Nick's. Do you want to seek relief from the horror, or do you just want to have a bit of a conversation with one of the other characters?
Frame a relevant vignette and roll 1d6 to discover consequences. What's the vignette as in like what's happening right now or some previous experience?
So
I mean, the answer is yes. I would like to try.
Fine. So immediately reduce stress by 1. Bang, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah. And then frame a relevant vignette, and the options on vignette are listed underneath. Behave badly, self-medicate, look for honest human contact, go off alone and get your shit together. Yeah. And there are 2 other ways to reduce stress over there on the right-hand side. The needs of the one. Sometimes the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many. Therefore, the GM may agree to offer a PC the opportunity to erase one's stress in return for marking danger. Okay? And also, your backstory is always true. If the GM agrees that doing something driven by the reason you came out to the frontier will put others at risk, choose one benefit. Okay? So do you have a vignette in mind, or would you really like me to offer you the opportunity to erase one's stress just for me, Mark? And then you don't even have to roll the dice.
You and
I
your
just get danger.
Yeah. Sure. No, honestly, I think I'm gonna let who's not best Mouse take over carrying the travois, and I am going to kind of go like I mean I'm assuming it's like a hall like a
Yeah, it's a vaulted concrete tube.
Yeah, so there's not really anywhere to
Sewage in the
go off
bottom.
alone, but I am gonna sort of wander away to some degree. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
fictionally, it just has to be far enough away that no one else can help. Yeah. So this could be just Mouse, take the travois. I just need to, and maybe you're just checking the.
There are rooms off to the sides also,
Yeah,
so you might just go down a little like dead end, a little
Perfect.
yeah.
My excuse is I need to like check my weapon, whatever. Yeah.
Check the harnesses,
Right.
working the gyroscopes. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the snow might have gotten in.
Okay. So, somewhere to relax, it says. If the GM agrees the place you've chosen is sufficiently far from any help, then in addition to the standard reduction you've already had of 1 stress, you choose one of these additional benefits. More stress or regain your expertise. Now, you've got your expertise, so you could erase another stress.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Just, getting away from the rest of the team just, puts a bit of distance between all this shit and yeah.
It's a lot.
But
yeah, there's always a but. What next?
Then roll d6.
Of course. All right. I like rolling this one. 1.
What
does that mean?
The GM introduces a threat appropriate to 1 level above the current level of danger. Now, the current level of danger is active. 1 above that is hunt. So let me see what danger info offers me at hunt. The Hive recognizes the PCs are threats or a potential resource. When you mark danger, a number of warriors equal or similar equal to the number of PCs in the scene, just you, 1, appear, but adjust their behavior by 1 up or down towards a 2-3 outcome. Okay. Well, okay. So you're there, and of course you're facing away from the way you got down here. So there's a branch in the tunnel. You've just gone down this branch. The rest of the team have headed on into the darkness. You see lights bobbing in the distance as their shoulder lights go. And then you hear a footstep behind you.
Oh, nice.
And you turn round.
Yep.
And your light illuminates Willis. No, Evans.
Okay, I was about to say.
Illuminates Evans. Would you roll a d6? Well, let's go and look at the bestiary again. Roll for stress.
The
Because,
less crispy one.
yes, yeah, the less crispy one.
Amazing. All right, so what am I rolling for?
1d6
Okay.
to avoid the shock of the stress. It would be a real shame if this went back up, wouldn't it? Oh,
No,
gee.
so it does.
Yeah,
That's
so
fine.
it went down by 2 and up by 1. So,
Hey.
that's okay. And then roll a d6. Do you have fitness, cowardice, or deadly?
Deadly.
What do you do?
Oh, wait, no, I don't have deadly. I have fitness.
Fitness, you can act first. What do you do?
Well, I mean, I'm already holding my gun,
You are.
right? So, but is it too close? I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know how these.
he's like 5 paces away. So you can
Shooting them doesn't work. Like, come on, team, come on. Let's run away.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna shoot for for that reason, but also because I'm too close and I don't want to get splattered with any more of this crap. But that being said, I still think I might use it as a battering, whatever, to knock.
Okay, so you're gonna charge him.
Charge, yeah.
Okay, charge her.
Her, right.
Okay. Let's have you roll to confront them. You have the white dice. You have fight and shoot, the yellow dice. You can have the stress dice if you want it, and 2 risk die.
Okay. Before I roll this, can I at the same time have tap my whatever helmet can whatever communication?
Oh yeah, you're in
let
continuous
people know.
comms. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What do you want? What do you want to shout
Okay.
into the mouthpiece? Shit.
Well, hostile.
It's Evans.
Evans.
The fucker's back.
Yeah, fucker's back. I don't know, something like that. And I mean, yeah, Mouse knows where I went, so it's not a mystery. I'm not.
Yeah, they're just too far away to help. So.
Oh yeah, no, I don't need help. I just need. In fact, I want them to keep going.
Oh right, okay. Well, we'll see what happens in a minute. But
well, yeah, I know. We'll see. 6 is the highest,
and it's not on the stress dice, but it is a 6. So mark info.
Okay.
And you knock him to the ground, her to the ground. So if you want to just flee away, you can just knock him out and go. But you get an extra benefit on the 6.
Oh, okay. I do. Is there? This was a corridor, not a room, so there's no door, right? Okay. Well then, yeah, I do want to catch up with my team. And I will, update folks on the way.
Okay. The additional benefit is that you don't have to flee for your life. You don't have to roll the dice. You flee for your life. And you hear a sickening crack as you push Evans to one side and her head kind of smashes against the concrete. You did some harm, is what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going down.
What can I do with this info?
Well, if you look at the danger and info tab.
Yes.
Player character info, you can spend it one for one to do recover your expertise, reduce danger by once you've encountered a xenomorph alien threat.
Yeah.
Discover some information without rolling to investigate, find shelter that's secure or a way to make your current location secure, and find a way out of the current scene that isn't obvious.
Okay.
I mean, you don't need the that isn't obvious, because you are free from Willis for the moment.
I see. But what if I want to try and find information about where we can go that's do we know where we're going?
The LT seems to. Okay. She seems very, very clear about we need to go right here and left there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know these sewers at all, so I don't think there's any fictional positioning for that.
Well, then can I spend one just to reduce the danger then?
Yes, you certainly can.
Done.
Yeah, okay, so that's one less for me to spend.
Okay. Where does that show up on the thing?
It's on the character sheet top left.
No, you reducing danger.
Oh, I'm about to take one off the.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Important to know that the stage of the level of danger doesn't change, right? It never goes backwards, but the amount I
Oh,
have to spend does.
Oh, that
And
is
the
good to know.
and the
Yep.
amount that you're going to have to do to get as far as hunt is now one more than it was. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. So, Nick shouts this. Mick, what do you do when this comes over the comnet from Nick's? The fucker's back. What do you do?
I think I will just. I feel like the thing that is slowing us down the most, apart from the fact that we're all carrying a bunch of equipment and stuff, is the pregnant lady on the whatever the thing is called. I've forgotten, sorry.
Travois.
And I think travois. All right. Yeah, that is a new term to me anyway. And I think Mick will just like rush towards the front of that and just sort of add his power to try and be quicker at pulling this thing, because clearly we seem to not have any chance at shooting this thing.
So Mouse and her husband are pulling it, and now you're pushing it from behind. Yeah?
Yeah.
Trying to get a
Or
bit of
that,
pace
yeah.
up. And the LT is up ahead, and here's the rumble behind her, and is, you got that as well, LT. Is there anything you do
Yeah.
differently?
Yeah. I think I ordered everyone to load grenades, and once Nix is here, we're firing grenades down this corridor at anything that shows up. Absolutely, just chuck them like they're candy. Like, yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm right in saying that the LT and Mick and Zira are equipped with grenades.
Basket cases. You set that up for us.
I did,
Exactly.
I did, and so is Mouse is pulling the travois, so I'm going to tie
Yeah.
Mouse up, but Basket is going to be there. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nick comes. You see the light bobbing as Nick comes out of the darkness, and Evans is back there, kind of.
Yeah. We're like, Nick, sing the alphabet to prove it's you, and then
Sing the alphabet. Fuck you.
okay, it's a.
That's next, yeah.
Now, Zira, you said you were taking point. So the LT is telling you turn left, turn right, whatever, up the front. Are you going to rush back at that command?
Wait, were you talking to me?
No, Zira, I'm talking to T.
Oh.
Zira was going to take point, I think was what you said.
Yes.
I
So
think
you're at the other end of the group, so to speak.
Yeah, I think she had sort of like fallen back a little bit behind Nax, and she really does seem to know where she's going. And I mean, she doesn't see any reason not to, and she knows that there are people behind us. And yeah, I think she trusts Lieutenant to save her own skin and perhaps incidentally ours. So
has it failed yet?
So, by my reckoning,
I do have to ask, where is Amber?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Amber has been playing it very quietly indeed. She's in the middle.
Yeah.
She's now behind Mick. She was making the appearance of pushing the travois, but
Gotcha. She's pretending to help.
Yeah.
But being quiet, which
She's getting
is
exactly what she wants. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what Zero wanted.
But good. Thanks for the reminder. Ooh, do you know what? Thank you for that reminder. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I am going to spend a danger.
If Amber runs off, Alun.
To have Zira say,
Yeah.
"Where's Amber?" And everyone looks around.
Okay.
Amber is gone.
Nobody cares enough about her.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
Hey, everything's coming up Zero. She's not going to get in trouble now.
Yeah.
So by my count, that is 5 grenades go downrange.
Uh,
The
it's only
Probably.
three of you plus
yeah,
basket.
yeah.
Oh, four, because
That's it.
Nyx doesn't have a grenade launcher. Yeah, so
Yeah,
four
yeah, yeah,
grenades.
Just say
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, right, okay. So 4 grenades go down range in quick succession. You'll go click, click, poof, click, click, poof. And basket fires last. And basket kind of aims slightly high, hoping to get more range. And he hits the ceiling,
Yeah.
and the ceiling comes down, blocking the way back.
That's fine. We're not going. We're not going back.
But in theory,
Yes,
at least, it also blocks where Nyx came from.
absolutely,
Now, we know
absolutely.
this is a branching network, so that may not be, a
Yeah,
guarantee that
yeah,
Evans will never appear again, but it's
yes,
stacking the
yeah,
odds in your favor.
yeah.
Um,
I think I grab like basket by the head, right? And I put us forehead to forehead and I go like, I hope that wasn't another fucking disaster. And I hope you've just saved our butts. Like, like
well,
that's what
I
I
mean,
just
is this an effort to manage stress?
I don't think I'm trying to connect with
No, I wondered
Basket in
if you
this
wanted,
moment.
if you were trying to verbally abuse him or
Yes, it
or
was that. No, that was
otherwise
not. That was
otherwise
not
diss
me.
him.
No, no, no. Uh,
Okay, that's
no,
fine.
I
I
think
just
that was.
thought I'd
I
ask.
think. Yeah, no, I should be managing stress, but I think the way I will do that is by not taking any more stress dice.
Okay. I mean, all
No,
that
honestly, no,
means
actually, no. I think I could manage stress right now, which is that uh, I'm gonna turn to Nyx and I'm going to be like, "What the fuck was that? You taking a walk?"
Yeah. And
And you brought that thing towards us. You didn't. If next time you
no, I
find something,
discovered
next time
it
you want
in
to
the
wander
tunnels.
away and find something, have the decency to let it kill you. Like, just
oh,
don't show up back here
What
again.
the oh no. Mm-mm.
just pause for a moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we get the mechanic out the way. Knack, reduce stress by 1, and then roll a
Yeah.
d6. And then we'll have some sense of what happens with Nyx, how this ends. A
That's a
3,
three. Yeah.
1 to 3. Your inadequacy is clear to everyone. The other person pities you, and you are ashamed. You cannot use expertise until stress goes up again. So mark your expertise is unavailable. Knack,
Okay.
Nyx. Do you
Okay.
want to play to that?
I mean, yeah, I think I'm about to like go off, and then I'm just like it's obvious that I'm like raring to fight, and then I'm just like, you know what? And I do want, I'm just like, whatever. It's not worth it. You're not worth I'm not even gonna, nope. You're
And
not
of
gonna
course,
Yeah.
everyone sees that.
Yeah.
We pull back from that face to face, and the rest of the squad are all looking at Knack. Yeah.
And I turn back and I'm like,
Look to
what?
Mick.
What is everyone looking at? Like,
uh,
just.
and Basket says, "You heard the LT. Let's tighten it up." Anyone else want to have, because that all grew out of, anybody want a walking talking moment?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So Mick, is there anyone that you want to,
Ah,
interact with on this trip through the sewers?
I think
I tell
Mick
you what, I've
is.
just noticed the time. I've overrun my hour.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to suggest we take a break now, and we're back in our seats at 1/4 past the hour. Long enough? Okay,
Sounds good.
I'll
Sounds
see you
good.
then.
Back there.
So we come back from the commercial break after all that action and activity, and we focus on Mick and whether Mick wants to interact with someone either to generate some mechanical outcomes in terms of stress relief or just to have a bit of character interaction. Mick, over to you.
Sorry, I just got distracted by something in the chat. Mick,
Sorry,
what
my
is
bad.
Mick doing? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Mick is probably remembering his duty towards the injured or otherwise medically,
Okay.
I don't know, compromised. Yeah, so I think spending his time trying to like while pushing this thing in between, right? Oh well, actually he stopped pushing. Anyway, talking to what's her name, June, and assessing her state as best he can. So I think that's what he would be doing right
Okay.
now if we have a
Then
moment of calm.
yeah, okay. Is this I don't think that this is going to turn into stress relief per se, because
Probably not.
I'm just checking because it seems like honest human contact. No, you could if you want to use this as stress relief. I think the only one that's valid here is you look for honest human contact with you.
I mean,
Interested or not? You don't have to.
I I could always try, but yeah, I was not really motivated by that.
Fine.
I just
No,
think
that's
that's what Mick would do.
okay. And so we see that, and I think then let's have you roll to investigate. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you the white dice, the orange dice, if your expertise is available, because of your SciTech medical training. You can have the green dice if you want to make some kind of judgment about whether this is getting to a point of no return in terms of, because an hour ago, her husband was trying to get her to a hospital.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the point of no return has already. But I know what you mean, but yeah. Oh, Woody. Oh, am I using the stress strong? Yeah, we're leaving it out this time, I think. Oh no.
Okay. So
Well,
I am gonna mark danger on that. This is the edge of your expertise. You know that delivery is imminent, but beyond that, I've got nothing to tell you. But I've marked danger, and we are active. The hive is uncertain whether the PCs can. Oh yes, yes, yes.
ominous.
But I think that as you're having that conversation, walking beside her and just trying to examine her while the travois is being pulled along, you notice there's a kind of low ledge on either side of this circular concrete sewer pipe. And you notice that there's a dead animal lying to one side, Mick. What do you do?
Mm, Try to not step on it.
I know you're kind of in you're up to your ankles in water. So this is a dry
Great, yeah. Okay. Mm,
because
Probably
I'm just trying to
look.
remember. You came out here because of curiosity, didn't you?
Yes, I'll probably look to see if it's just a dead animal, like, or if there's something that looks more
mhm.
dangerous, threatening, or whatever about the
It's a
state of this
rat.
guy.
It's a rat.
Wonderful.
Um, but do you kind of poke it or just look at it? I'm
I
curious.
don't know. I think he'll look at it and not necessarily poke.
Okay,
It
it's
depends on what he sees.
lying there on its side. But you notice that there are wounds on its body, which seem to be the area around them are stained black.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I think I'll just exclaim like, I feel like this might be the cause, like this or the culprit of whatever the fuck happened
Yeah, would you roll for
there.
stress? Because that's kind of
Sure.
pretty worrying. So now there are infected rats in this sewer with you? What the fuck? Roll d6.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh, I guess I may as well do that with the green one.
And
Oh,
stress,
great.
stress does go up, Mick. Yeah, stress does go up.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to do anything with or about the rat? Okay. Anybody? So Mick and Knack. Nix, you were the subject of an interaction, but I don't know if you want to have an interaction with somebody else.
Oh, Nyx did get to de-stress as
That's
T
right.
slash Zira have not.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fine. So, Zira, do you want to have a secret relief from the horror moment or just an interaction with another character?
Yeah. I think she's noticed that the lieutenant seems very comfortable down here. And I think she'll sort of like come up and sort of voice be like, hey, need to know, I get it, but has the corp been doing stuff down here? And she sort of like glances to where the rat was that we passed. Is this UPP? Is this native?
I don't know anything about the rats, but yeah, this connects to a bunch of places, so every once in a while there's some stuff that has to happen when no one's looking. That's it. Don't worry too much about it.
Great. So this and she sort of like again sort of like jerks her head to indicate the people that we've left behind us. So this could be showing up anywhere in the station, you're saying?
If they're showing up, they're probably coming from the direction that we're heading anyway, right? We're heading right into the center of it. That's why all the access points are going to be. So it's going to just get more dangerous as we get there. If you're thinking about UPP, I don't know about anything else down here. I don't know what the hell was happening with Evans and Willis. Like I don't want to think about that. Do you? And I don't want to think about why Amber's gone. You have
Fucker.
any? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. I guess we'll just keep our eyes open.
Quinn, just
Hmm.
one thing though. Bullets aren't doing much to those things.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
you to. If we see another one of those things, I mean, if we see UPP, do your thing. But if you see another one of those things, let's.
Better part of valor, huh?
Yeah.
And she is judging you, but she doesn't say anything.
Or just find another way. You have a knife. Want to try it with that? You know, hit it over the head with a rock. Just don't do the same thing again and again. Okay?
Zira, do you want to push this into a behave badly in any way to get it to deal with stress, or are you content with that
I'm just behaving
conversation?
so well though.
What do you think, Zira?
Yeah.
So,
Do we want to just be honest with each other?
I think she says, yeah, no, switch it up. Next time we'll run away as opposed to last time.
Okay.
And she gives you a salute that
Okay.
it's borderline, but she'll fall back.
Yeah,
that sounds like verbally abuse someone to me, if that's where you want to push this.
yeah.
So, Zira, you can reduce stress by 1
Sure, I'll take it.
and roll a d6 to see where this conversation may go.
Mm-hmm.
If you make me roll for stress now, I will.
One to
But if
3.
insubordination's healthy,
Yeah,
good
except
for you.
on a 1 to 3, your inadequacy is clear to everyone, and the other person pities you, and you are ashamed. You cannot use your expertise until stress goes up by 1.
Okay,
Up a
that's
so,
okay.
So Zira, mark your expertise is unavailable.
Yeah, there you go.
And what do we see from Knack that
Yeah, yeah,
it just makes this dismissive?
I just go uh I think I say like weak ass salute as usual. Nothing different, I guess. And then like just it's we're trying to hurt each other. Like just
Yeah, this abusive relationship maybe has history. I don't know. Anybody else? I can't remember, Thomas, whether I've asked if Knack wants
Yeah,
a
I've
walk
done
and
my
talk.
scene. Yeah, that was the fight with Nyx. We've all done a scene, Alun. Yeah.
Okay.
All
So
the stress management is really
Yes.
dangerous. I feel like maybe it's worth it for my character not to do it. Although I think he did gain stress, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, you found dead rats.
yeah, congratulations. Your stress is at 4. When things get to
I
about
know.
4, I try to remember to point out that you're beginning to walk the edge. And of course, you're welcome to throw yourself off that edge, but I just
Yeah.
want to make sure you're aware. So I think I want to cut. This walk and talk has taken us through the sewers. The last kind of it was probably a mile. You've probably walked a mile and a half to get to where you needed to go, Knack, to find. Now you've got an option here. You are in the vicinity of Fort Nebraska. You could go to the surface and enter Fort Nebraska at the surface level, or you can carry on going and end up on sub-level 2 or 3. What's your preference?
Okay, and the info we have is we get to the surface, we're still trying to make it to the orbital elevator, right? Something
Yes,
like that.
yes,
And that is accessible from sub-level 2 or 3 as well. So
yeah.
neither, yeah, so there's no better path or path that is actively worse. I think we stick underground till the
Okay.
till the last possible minute. Like that's the idea. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, there is access to the beanstalk
Yeah.
on sub-level 1, sub-level 2, and sub-level 3. Sub-level 2 and 3, it's direct access. Sub-level
Hmm.
1, you'd have to go down in order to access it. It's indirect access.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these sewers are going to take you in. I think probably I'm going to say they are going to take you into sub-level 2. Okay. Um, and I think they're going to take you in through the way you used this was to use the least noticeable way into the sewers, Knack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we mustn't forget that we're still carrying Roy. Yeah. I'm tempted to say that somebody laid it on top of June on the travois, but that just seems
Oh,
so unpleasant. Um, so instead, given that I've been recently watching Predator Badlands, I
Mm.
think who wants to have the top half of Roy
I
strapped
think
on
I
their
th
back?
I think I've got it. I think I've
Yeah,
got it. I've
because you
got
were the
Roy.
last
Yeah.
person that we saw with the top half of Roy, which was
Yeah.
when you were discussing best options.
Yeah.
Um, so I tell you what, add 1 to your load, Knack, because I
Hmm.
think that this is slightly clumsy. Yeah. Um,
Mm.
uh, and the way into this is via the area and the subterranean bit of level 2, which is where the reactor is. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, and there's cooling loops and water draining, and that drainage access is the way that you get in and out of the base unobtrusively. Yeah. Um, so with that in mind, I think that we probably see one of these big drainage panels being lifted out of the floor into this, and we know what alien large machinery spaces are like. They're almost cathedral-like in their height, going up into the darkness. There is the constant dripping of water off these cooling loops. Um, and that is the space into which you emerge. Yeah. And we see you all gathered there. June is about to deliver.
Perfect place for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's dank, damp, humid. Mick, what do you do?
Try to make some kind of space where she can give birth without, I don't know, how do you say, without getting immediately infected by something.
Yeah, good try. I go
Yeah.
with that. So is your expertise currently available? It
It
is.
is.
So white dice, orange dice for SciTech MedTech, green dice if you want it. But that's the only game in town.
Ooh, already at
And of
4.
course, is your objective here, Mick, to do this surreptitiously, to do this with as little fuss as possible so that you don't attract any attention from rats or infected humans? Or is this about doing the best job you can for June? I'm asking you to balance risk to the team against risk to your patient.
I think I'm going to go with surreptitious.
Okay, so I think we are not rolling to do something else. I think we're rolling to avoid detection. Yeah? So
Cool.
white dice, orange dice. Oh, look at that. A 6.
Nice.
On a 6, you succeed brilliantly. Agree with the GM what extra benefit you get. That goes
So
brilliantly.
do I also get to mark info on
You get to mark info, and in a moment I'll ask you to roll for stress, because now you have a baby in tow. But I am prepared to
What is
offer
the extra benefit?
An extra benefit.
The extra benefit is they name the baby after you.
Great.
I'm prepared to go with that.
Amazing.
I mean, what I had in mind was that Jane is surprisingly ambulatory after birth, so you can do away with the travois.
Oh, that would not be bad, would it now?
And the baby is born.
Yeah.
The baby is relaxed, doesn't cry.
Amazing.
It's all quiet.
Just nursing there.
June bites down on something so as not to scream when you say we need to be quiet. Yeah.
Poor woman.
So June now is carrying
all
a
this
baby.
all this watching medical shows somehow did pay off after all, even though I didn't know anything about delivering babies.
Basic training had a 30-minute video on this. That's because this isn't going to happen, Marines, but just in case.
And she had no complications, apparently.
None at all. Went like a dream. So here you are in this enormous reactor space. And it's convoluted corridors that are full of these cooling loops. Are you going to lead them, Knack, to the way from the reactor to the main kind of structures down here?
Yeah. We're taking the shortest route because this is already taken enough time. I think people have scouted ahead. We're taking the shortest route possible to the elevator.
Zero, you're on point, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to spend a bit of danger in order for me to say to you, yes. Current level of danger is this. Okay. You notice, Zira, when you're on point, you're kind of scanning, your shoulder light is scanning back and forth, your low light eyepiece is giving us a view of what's around you. And as you're making your way down here, you can see that it almost looks like fungus just growing on the walls of these damp, and as you pointed out, maybe slightly irradiated spaces. What do you do?
Is it on the floor or is it just on the wall?
It seems to be on where water is running down the walls. It
Mm-hmm.
looks like this black mold is growing. And it's kind of, as the water runs down, you can see tendrils of this have kind of grown along the water channels formed here.
Yeah, and we don't have respiratory nothing. Uh, I think she'll hand signal to the rest of the squad behind her and point it out and carefully steer clear.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Bestiary. Neomorphic sacs and moats. Moving through an area infested with puffballs without a hazmat suit risk infection. So let me start with Zira. Roll to do something else. I think the fact that you've spotted it, I'm going to give you your kind of the benefit of fitness not to brush up against this stuff or not to find it dropping on yourself. So you can have white dice. Is your expertise available to you?
It is not.
Then you just get the white dice, unless you
Mm.
want to roll the green one.
Uh, yeah, I think she will. Can I, Alan, can I take on an extra risk dice to myself to make it easier for the rest of the squad?
Ooh, that's an interesting line to take. There's nothing in the rules about that, but I am always open to players being imaginative. So I am happy for you to roll a couple of risk die. Because you roll one if it could do you harm.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to throw another one in there because you going out of your way to say, no, stay away from this.
Yeah, yeah. I think, her attention is a little bit divided because she's trying to, and maybe she, points out the dangerous spot by stepping into it. Who can say? All
Yeah.
right. Ooh,
Wow, look
so
at
that is a
that.
4 and then
That
two
is
ones on the risk die.
okay. So I'm treating this, I think, as rolling to do something else to avoid causing trouble. You succeed with no obvious complications or benefits. So that has bought the team some time. So you spot this stuff, you draw their attention to it, and everyone's a bit careful until the next time I choose to do something nasty for you. Okay. Um, so Nat, uh, there is a lot of this stuff on the walls. Um, you're steering clear of it. There are places where it begins to look more three-dimensional. It was a kind of film when you first came across it, and now rather like kind of mushrooms growing, you know, we the audience see you're looking at this, and there are these tiny little puffball structures beginning to fruiting bodies, let's call
Mm,
them,
mm.
um, growing there. And what, if anything, Nat, does this change your approach? Is this still about making swift progress or careful progress?
Is there a path that avoids them altogether?
No, because you have to follow this kind of complicated passage of cooling pipes
Yeah,
in
yeah, I
order to
thought
get
so.
get out. I mean, you might be able to find a more direct route if you kicked in one of those duct grids and took a direct route via the duct system.
I mean, there's no reason to assume this stuff isn't in the ducts. Like, there's
I,
just no reason to think that.
I,
Like,
I'm, ju-
yeah.
I'm just offering you a more direct route.
I,
For
yeah,
instance,
okay.
the ability to spend info to get from one place to another using a non-obvious route.
Okay, that sounds good. Time for LT to shine here and solve a problem with her excellent navigation skills. I would like to spend my one and only info to find a path that isn't full of alien puffballs.
Did I mention Alien? I don't think I
Hey,
did.
I don't think Knack is like this is a human fungus. I mean
Um,
this is an earth fungus. No,
I
I
mean,
think
it probably you saw some mold and algae growing on the walls down here anyway, back in, when you were using it. But that was being
uh-huh.
grown in what was artificial light. But of course, there is no light down here apart from the odd flashing red emergency light, because clearly something bad is going on. But yeah, I'm very happy for you to say, right, okay, guys, the best way to get from here to the exit is
Yeah,
now that we don't have to worry about the travois.
yeah,
Let's go through the ducts. Of course, Snack, that will mean you have to go first because you're the person who
yes,
knows the way.
yes. But
Yeah?
does this spending this info? You already gave me ducts. Does spending this info give me good ducts? Like
Um,
what did I get for spending this info?
you got a route out of the current scene to the next one
That you
by a
already gave me
non-obvious
that.
route.
Like you were like, take the ducks, and I was like, no, I won't. And now,
Yeah, you want to get your ducks in a row, to quote
yes,
Space.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes,
No, what I will do is we will cut to you from you entering the ducts to you leaving the ducts.
wow, that's all I can ask for. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's me triumphantly leaving the ducks, right?
it
And
is,
I'm
of
like,
course.
did it again. God, I have to, what will you guys do without me? Like, just.
And we see you kicking out a duct access
Yeah.
grid
Yeah.
in in a kind of decontamination room,
Yeah. Mm.
which is where you expect it to come out. And there are, communal showers either side. So if there's any kind of radiation problem, people hose down here,
Mm.
um, and an exit from that into a corridor that runs towards the loading dock for the beanstalk.
Perfect. I'm like home stretch. Tell
Of
everybody
course.
to get their, put their game faces on. Home
Um,
stretch.
and the only trouble is that it does look like those two bodies um, died in here because the showers must have come on automatically when someone stepped into the space, and you can see the two pale bodies that have bled out into the shower space. Um, I just thought you'd want to know about that. Just to temper
Uh,
that triumph, I think. So Knack, let's have you roll for stress because there are not supposed to be bleeding out bodies here.
yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's nobody I recognize. I still take stress, of course. Of
Uh,
course I do.
yeah, because when you kick over one of the bodies, it is someone you recognize.
Oh, it's the guy who I take deliveries from or give deliveries to. Like, yeah.
He's one of your little network of
Yeah,
folk.
absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I hated this guy.
Um,
But doesn't make me feel better.
and
Yeah.
the other one is not a Marine. He's a one of Borgia Industries techs. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, Nix, I will just remind you of what Amber said, that there's some
Hmm.
stuff down on sublevel 3 that would pay off your debt and leave you with a life of luxury.
That's true.
And I'm just saying that Borgia Tech guy has an ID, an access key, um,
Uh-huh.
you know, pinned to his tunic. I just wanted you to know that.
Thank you. That's
Uh-huh.
that's helpful. Mm,
Uh-huh.
Are
so
you at all
helpful.
interested in that? Do we see anything happening?
Uh, you know, here's the thing. I don't know that she would have paid enough attention to Amber to have retained that as relevant information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's a nice idea.
yeah, yeah.
But she did make some point of it, and you were appointed as her bodyguard, as I remember. So I think you wish that you didn't remember that. But we the audience know that you do.
Oh, fair,
And
fair.
we see you looking at that ID card, and we might
Uh-huh.
even have a flashback scene to
Yeah,
say
to remind us.
early
Yes,
on
right,
there's
right.
some stuff
Uh-huh.
on sub-level 3, and
Well,
I've got a key
yeah,
card. It can get us in.
I could just lean down and, what am I gonna do with it? Who knows?
Well,
You never know.
I will just say that there is a little line in the rules that says where a character fails to act in line with their reasons for coming out of here, their
Mm,
expertise may not be available because they're
mm.
distracted by the difficult choice they've made.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to pick it up
Oh,
or
I'll
lose
pick you
your
up already.
expertise?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, when an access to sub-level 3 comes up, we may have another conversation. Um,
Duly noted.
um, Zira, um, when you come out, because again, Zira, I'm going to put you on point unless you tell me not.
Yeah, I think that's her usual spot.
Okay. Have you, is your gun stowed now, given what the LT said about, don't the shooting these things don't work?
Hmm.
Just
I mean,
asking.
think she's still very aware of the threat of UPP. So probably in the ducks it was, but once we are in this room, she is going to, take the door and have it to hand.
Okay. So out of this decontamination space is a long corridor, but there's a marine station, a little kind of access desk, if you will, where usually a marine is on duty just to make sure nobody comes and goes through that into the reactor without being logged in. And Knack, the guy that you found in the showers, is the guy who you time your trips to his duty on that station. Yeah. Um,
Mm.
but Zira, as you approach, you can see the legs of a marine sticking out on the floor behind that kind of little podium. What do you do?
Yeah. And I think she signals the crew behind her and then goes to take a look.
Okay. Um, when you look around the corner, this guy appears to have taken a shotgun blast at very close range because somebody took out the middle of his chest.
Hmm. Are we issued shotguns? Is that not our standard kit?
Typically not.
Yeah. Uh,
Is that
do
is that a concern to you?
do UPP folks typically get issued shotguns?
You would have thought that their landing parties would be armed with the AK-475.
Something longer range, yeah. Uh, yeah, so I think she's going to return to the rest of the crew and hmm. I guess actually she might go to Knack. No, not Knack. I think she might go to Nyx because I think she knows what Knack's gonna say. And, she says
How dare you?
she's got an informed hypothesis. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Also, Nyx is her direct superior, right? Nyx can
Uh-huh.
take it to you. She can turn
True,
to the
that's
other
true.
side and say, uh, shotgun.
Shotgun
Took
where?
out Rodriguez.
What?
Uh,
Uh, what kind of shotgun?
they didn't stick around with the weapon. Could just see the
No
damage.
worries, no worries, no
Mick,
worries.
Mick,
Just
what do
wondering
you
who would have
do?
had one.
Zero has gone up the corridor 20 paces,
Oh.
come back and whispered some stuff to Nix, but you can now see the legs of a marine sticking out from behind this podium. What do you do?
Uh, if I could only see the legs, I'll probably also go to because I didn't hear, right? So I'll probably go
If you
look
start to go
if there's something I
past,
can do.
Zera will hold out an arm and then just give you a a head shake, like it's not worth your time.
Don't bother.
Okay. Knack, you see the conversation. You don't necessarily know what's gone on between it, but what's your reaction?
I'm like, we have time to chit chat? What's happening over there?
We got a body. We don't need to investigate, but we were just conferring about the details. There was a shotgun and a body.
Yeah, there are lots of bodies.
You asked for an update. That's your update.
Ooh.
Who's taking point?
Zero, what do you do?
I think she gives Nyx a sort of a little look with a raised eyebrow, and then looks at Knack, and then continues on.
Take Nyx with you. Do if you take point.
Yeah, Nyx is going to have a moment there because that's a little rude. Just saying. Anyhow,
Oh.
yeah, I'm happy to do so. Just a little disrespectful, that's all.
Mick,
Do you say that? Do you say that?
Under my breath, yeah.
Okay.
Is anyone parlaying this into secretly from the horror? I just want to check in. Sounds like there was a bit of tension there that could be released.
Yeah, I'm just playing the game like this now, as if every scene is secretly from the horror, but I don't think it is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're good. We're good.
Mick, June and baby and Jimmy the husband are coming up. Basket and Mouse are bringing up the rear. You're with the newborn. What do you do when they're coming up level with what they're telling you is a body?
I think I will just go like there's a body up ahead. Just don't look to the right. If you don't want to see it.
Do you look to the right? Are you interested in this body at all?
Oh yeah, totally.
Curiosity. I'm just curious.
Totally. But
Okay.
I do also think Mick would have probably turned after, all of this back and forth between them. I think Mick would have probably gone and said, LT, seriously, cool it with the tone.
Ooh.
Because he does.
Is that secretly from the horror, Mick?
I do not even know this reference, so.
Okay, so your stress is currently at 4. If you were to kind of have a go at the LT, verbally abuse them, then that would reduce your stress by 1. I'm just saying.
Yeah, basically you have fights to reduce stress.
Yeah.
I know. So, but I was, yes, I mean that was kind of the intention, although I don't know if this would really be. I mean, I guess given the hierarchy, this is probably already kind of
absolutely
halfway.
The line of command is breaking down. We are seeing that before our very eyes. So, secretly from the horror, reduce stress by 1, Mick, and then roll a d6 to see what the consequences are.
Seek relief. Thank you. Sorry, I just misunderstood it, and the little captions said something different, and I was like, is that a reference I don't get? Anyway, thanks.
Roll a d6. Let's see what the fallout might be.
Yes, I shall.
3.
It's a 3.
1 to 3. Your inadequacy is clear to everyone. The other person pities you, and you are ashamed. You cannot use your expertise till stress goes up by 1. How do you put Mick down, Knack?
I think I just look around and I'd be like, does anybody have a problem with how I've led this team? Is anybody dead? Or have, anybody have any pressing issues to come up? Anybody think they could do a better job? No, I didn't think so.
And basket case.
Oh
Basket,
no.
Sergeant Basket says, if I hear any more disrespect to the LT, that you'll be on a charge.
I'm like I don't know what to do about that. I'm just not gonna think about it.
The clumsy and dangerous Sergeant Basket bracket
Yes.
case is laying down the law. Anybody wanna take this moment to make sure the line of command is not in fact reasserted? Just curious. Okay.
I think Mick's just mumbling under his breath.
But all of this, Mick, came out of me asking you, are you interested in that body?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's a great moment to turn my interest towards something less
No, you were just trying to look
annoying.
out for your teammates. Yeah, that was good.
I mean, yes, also, but
White dice. Your expertise currently cannot be used, so no orange dice. So you can have the white dice and the stress dice if you'd like it.
sure.
Oh, 5 of the
Oh,
stress dice. Well done. Stress goes up by
amazing.
1. But on a
But you
5,
just reduced
It's all
it,
worth
so
it.
yeah.
It was all worth it.
on
Oh,
but
that
on a
means I have
5,
my expertise again.
it does. It does. This is the way the system works. Push your luck, get lucky. Um, I will tell you, you investigate the body. This is not a shotgun wound. You've seen those. This is not a shotgun wound.
Oh.
Do you want to ask me another question? Because on a 5, you get to ask me a question.
Well, what is it if it isn't a shotgun wound?
If it's
What
any
does it look like?
if it's any kind of firearm wound, it could be the exit wound from a really big round, because this is not a blast in, this is a blast out.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I shall point this out to
But bizarrely, when you look at the back of the
group.
Marine of Rodriguez, there is no entry wound,
Uh-huh.
Yes. And
which
just
is
thought,
really,
guys, this is
really
something weird.
weird. And I have to say, if you hadn't already had stress increase, I would make you roll for stress.
Already dreading that. So
Oh.
0 and Nix.
I think Knack goes to Mick and I said and says, don't say anything about this to anybody. It's like, just like, oh, now we're in the don't. We're not even talking about the bad stuff. We're now not even. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna make
So,
it.
LT, why are you suggesting that this shouldn't spread across the squad?
I just think everyone's thinking too much. I just want everyone to be calm and like just not worried. Like just let's.
So you want to shoulder the load on their behalf?
Yes, I think that's a very nice way.
Yeah.
So generous.
And that, LT, is why you're going to roll for stress.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yeah.
shouldering that load.
That's I thought you were being nice. My bad. That's on me. That's on me for thinking that. That's okay. I rolled a 2. I'm good.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
Nix, you and Zira are doing a kind of Overwatch thing where one of you goes to that flashing red emergency light and then the other one goes ahead to the next one and so on down. It's a very long corridor because you want to put the reactor at fairly arm's length from the rest of the base. What do you do, Nix, when you notice humidity kind of tailed off a little while ago when you got out of the reactor space and into the ducts and out of the ducts? But you're distinctly feeling that the humidity is going up again, which is odd because, the base should be on standard aircon.
Sure. Hang on. I'm trying to figure, like, is this a thing that I would notice? I do have
I'm
analysis.
telling you notice it. Now
You're
could
telling
roll,
me. Oh, sorry. Okay.
You could roll to investigate if you want to ask me any more about it.
Well, I also have info.
You
that
do.
I could spend.
You could just spend it, and you could ask me a
Uh,
question, I would tell you
and
something.
I won't have to roll.
Hey, yeah. I
So
mean,
yes,
you're
please tell
sitting
me.
on buckets of info.
That's why I'm like, I should use it.
Okay, so you're going to spend one and then
All
ask me
right,
a
I'm gonna spend
question.
one. Yes. So please tell me, well, yeah, I mean, tell me more about this increased humidity. Do I smell anything in particular?
Yes.
Can I tell where it's coming from? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It feels like it's wafting down the corridor towards you, right?
From forward,
From
ahead of us.
forward.
Hmm.
So that would be the equivalent of roll to investigate, tell you something that you need to proceed. But now you ask me a question. What does it smell of?
Mm.
It smells of death. It smells of bodies and blood. You've been
Hmm.
at the sharp end of marine ops. You
Yeah, no,
know
I
the
know the,
smell
yeah,
of
yeah.
that coppery taste of spilled blood.
Uh-huh. Now, obviously, Quinn's gonna notice the same thing, so I think I'll probably wait till they catch up with. If I'm in front, I'm assuming since you're telling me I'm in front, then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait till she catches up with me, and won't have to use words. We'll just nod
These
forward and
these
give a light.
flashing
Yeah.
emergency lights are about 10 meters apart.
Yeah.
So and then the squad is 10
Yeah.
meters back from there. Okay.
Amazing. And I have, I would probably be wearing some sort of what do you call those? Like a collar that you could pull up to cover my mouth and nose. So I'm gonna do that. Not that
Okay.
it's gonna help anything, but for the atmosphere of the whole thing, the
And
cinematic.
yeah, and I think Nick, it's time I asked you how your hand is feeling. So would
That is a
you
really good point. It is starting to itch and burn, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll to do something else with
I
three risk die?
mm,
Fitness, if fitness is available to you, you can roll with the orange dice as well. So white and orange and
yeah.
three risk die.
And
And
what
the
am I
green stress die if you want.
Of course, it's always available to me. What am I rolling for
I
specifically?
want to know whether you successfully resist the advance of the
Ah,
infection.
that makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Three,
that's
you
why
said.
those risk die are important.
Good times. All right, here we go. Woo!
Oh,
Six
look at that.
on
So
the risk
So
timer.
you get a three as your top roll,
Yeah.
which is failure. Um, I get to mark danger on that failure. The three was on a stress die, so you get to mark stress. And six was the highest risk die, which means that you are beginning to feel the symptoms of flu.
Okay. All
No.
right. Got a
Um,
little sheen of sweat. Maybe I'm
which
having a
which
fever.
means
I
that
don't know.
your expertise is no longer available to you.
Terrible.
Fever is beginning to kick in.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Zira, Nix calls you up. It's just the flu. Yeah, of course, it's just the flu. Um, Zira, Nix has called you up, Zira, Quinn,
Too realistic.
and to say, do you feeling that humidity? And now you're looking at Nix, who's kind of sweating and looking red in the face, and you're kind of wondering, is it really humid, or is this just Nix feeling overheated?
Mm.
What, if anything, do you do, Zira?
Yeah. So does Zira smell death ahead?
Yes.
Okay. I think this is a reasonable situation to be nervous in. And she saw Nyx get Icor on her, but I
Yes.
think her working hypothesis is that it's bite related. Or like it's well, no, because Willis went after just being spat on.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I think she has uh enough pieces that she is worried about Nyx. But also she knows that shooting her isn't going to do anything. Besides potentially speed up the transformation. Um, so I think she looks ahead and says, well, only one way off this planet, huh? Unless we want to, I don't know, figure out how to take on a UPP ship with a baby.
And that is where we will call our last commercial break. It is 7 minutes past the hour. Can I suggest we're back in our seats at 1/4 past the hour? And then we will play to find out whether you get off the planet.
With our
Sounds good.
Okay, so we come back to I think Roy, who's strapped to the back of Knack of the LT, says, Lieutenant Knack, I appreciate that you are banking on the space elevator being available, but if I could suggest an alternative, or should we say fallback, I've been trying to communicate with the base systems, and there is some evidence that one of the drop ships is still available. I'm going to suggest that you continue to investigate the space elevator while I take the civilians in search of that dropship. I will stay in contact with you, so if the space elevator appears to be inoperable, I will be able to keep you abreast of whether the dropship provides a potential exfiltration route. How do you feel about that, Lieutenant?
Okay, yeah. Probably take Mouse with you as well. Just good to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strangely, I thought you might suggest that I took the sergeant with me, but Mouse is fine.
No, I think if you took the sergeant with you, that would actively be worse. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. And so there's a scene where Mouse is pulling on the harness that you've used to strap Roy up. And there's a ladder access that goes up, because there's a dropship hangar bay on one of the upper levels. And so he's going to try and get there. He will keep you abreast of developments in the hope that there's a fallback option if the elevator is not functional.
Yeah.
And as Mouse is climbing up, of course, Roy is facing the rest of you, and he says, I calculate that there is approximately a 25.8% chance that I will see you again, but I wish you good luck on that journey. And disappears through the ceiling access, leaving the rest of you to make your way. June and Billy have gone with him. The rest of you to make your way towards the elevator. Quinn, that smell of blood intensifies, but you're also noticing now, earlier on you saw these growths on the walls that look like black algae or fungi. Now there appear to be strands of a relatively solid material, and you're beginning to see reasons why the humidity is high here, because this stuff has been plastered over the duct accesses through which the air supply down here would be circulated. So it's strange. It's kind of strands of a solid polymer, I think is what you would identify it, a black shiny polymer layered over the air ducts in this long corridor from the reactor. Any response, Sarah, other than notifying the rest of the team?
Yeah. How long ago did we leave? Like, when was the last time we were in Fort
Oh gosh.
Nebraska?
You were told to come back 24 hours ago. You've probably been on we've been playing for about 6 hours, I'd have thought, of subjective player time. You've been gone the better part of a week.
Okay. Even if it started a week ago, this has grown quite fast then. Uh, so I think Zira is also mindful of the sort of ticking time bomb of Nyx. Gonna pick up the pace a little bit, right? Because this is growing fast. If it's growing in the space elevator, we need to get in there and up before it's entirely blocked. Yeah, so she's moving with the focus and speed of a highly trained athlete.
Oh, right. Okay. Which is beginning to make it a little difficult for the others to keep up. Oh, LT, you can untick a load because you're no longer carrying Roy.
Yes.
As you make faster progress up here, Quinn, what you're noticing is that these kind of tendrils of black lacquered polymer thicken and are now not just over the vents, the duct entries, but they're also on the walls and floor, and are creating a complicated kind of set of structures, for want of a better word. Are you putting Nyx on point so you can have a shot at Nyx's back before, if they were to turn nasty, or are you genuinely on point, Quinn?
Very good.
I mean, shooting doesn't seem to work, but she does have a grenade. Uh, but I think her instinct would be to be ahead of Nyx so that if she does need to use a grenade, she can shoot backwards and continue forward on her own.
Okay. So Nyx, let me say that your light highlights almost kind of growing out of this layer of lacquered black shiny polymer. A sack. Again, I want to say sack. It's about hip height. And it's sitting there in the middle of the corridor. What do you do?
Sap? Is that what you said?
Sack. SAC.
Oh, SAC. Oh, that makes more sense.
Sitting there on the ground. It's a fleshy sack, black sack.
Uh-huh. That's charming. And you want to know what I'm gonna do about it?
Yep.
I'm gonna try it. My ideal situation would be to stay away from it.
You're gonna have to
I
go past it.
I have to go past it. Of course I have to go past it. Well, obviously I need to let people know about this. I would like to, what's the move where I can see if there's a way to avoid,
If you want to ask me a question, it's roll to investigate.
okay.
You could spend info also, maybe.
Yeah, if you just want to
maybe.
ask me the question.
You have so much of it.
I have so much. All right, I'm gonna spend an info. So what I would like to know is there a way to get past this without touching it, without
Yeah, you'd have to go in I think probably single, if you want to keep as much distance as possible, you want to go single file along the wall. And the
Okay.
wall is encrusted with this kind of black polymer.
black stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, you'd need to stay as close to that as you could if you wanted to
Can I
avoid.
ask can I spin one more and ask another
Well,
question?
no, you get
You're
that for
gonna make me
nothing.
roll.
You get that for
okay.
nothing. You
I
can ask
didn't
me a
have
question.
So now I'm asking my info question.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, then in that case, am I noticing any response in the sack based on like when if I touch it? Because you're saying that this black stuff is on the floors, on the walls. So if I step on it,
Oh, you have been stepping on it for some little time.
Okay. And am I noticing any correlation to how the sack is behaving?
No, I think now that your attention's on the sack, and you just saw it, and then you were looking round and examining
Yeah,
the wall.
yeah.
Now with your light on the sack, you can see that the top has four almost like petals that have opened.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Exactly. I probably should roll for stress or something, don't you think?
I think that that's a very generous thing to offer.
That's so nice of you, Space, to be like, I think I should.
I think maybe I think I'm getting a little stressed out about this situation. I do want to make sure. So has anybody like I mean I've verbalized some version of this to the rest of the squad. So hopefully we'll get some sort of reply about that. So I'm gonna roll here. Oh, I got a one. So I'm somehow.
You are cool as a cucumber.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Despite the fact that as you're looking at it, you're looking at the wall, and
yeah.
then we illuminate a face.
I say what now? A
There's
face.
you illuminate a head, somebody's head in the wall. They are wrapped in this. It was just a little bit further on because you were cool. You thinking, okay, the best way past is down this wall. Okay, and then you're checking out the wall, and stuck into this wall
Uh-huh.
is what appears to be a marine.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
just gonna say we need to book it. We need to like move even faster and get past this uh
Yeah.
situation.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna mark another danger then as you pick up the pace even further.
Okay.
Um, uh, and uh, and do you warn the others they're about to see a marine
Yes,
stuck in the wall?
100%. Yeah.
Okay. But Nix is gonna be first past it. Um, and as you're passing it, Nix, because you were generous enough to offer to roll for stress, um, it says, "Help me." What do you do, Nix? You've just said, pick up the pace, and help me.
I I mean, having heard that is too, I mean, I can't just leave a fellow Marine behind. I just can't. So I'm gonna tell people to keep going. I'm gonna try and see what I can do. Do I have a
Okay.
knife?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
everybody has a
my
combat
God.
knife.
Amazing.
I'm gonna order Nix to stop. I'm gonna
Nix,
be
what
like,
is your
Nix,
reaction?
Nix,
Ca-
Nix, Nix, just leave it, Nix. Let's go.
Yo, but would you have said that fast enough that I wouldn't have used my knife yet?
I think you're probably doing this because remember, you're on point.
Yeah.
Quinn is 10 meters back from you, and everybody else is 10 meters back from her. So I think Quinn has come
Uh-huh.
up level with you,
Uh-huh.
and you're working on it and saying, just go, 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 go. Um, and then the LT comes up and sees that you're levering this away,
Yeah.
and this semi-conscious Marine is saying, I need help me, help me. And then their head comes up just as the LT comes up with Mick,
Hmm.
and Basket, and focuses you for a moment and says, kill me,
Oh,
kill me,
okay.
please, please kill me.
I,
And you see his eyes flicker to the wall opposite where Quinn has got to. And Quinn, you've come up level with another one of these sacks on the ground, which we, the audience, know are alien eggs. It too is open. And next to it is another Marine on the other side of the corridor. But they have a hole in their chest.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you do next?
Me?
Yeah.
Um,
Kill me. Kill me.
I
Kill me
put I
before it
put
happens.
I think Knack puts a hand out on Nix's hand to stop her from pulling her gun. Will pull out
I
Knack
think
will pull out her gun and do it and be
oh,
like, "This is my job."
Wow.
Yeah,
whoa.
oh wow.
Wow.
Okay.
yeah,
Dead.
That
yeah.
that
Mick
Should I
was
roll for
about to go
stress,
in there.
Alan?
I
Should
think
I?
you need to roll for stress,
Yeah.
LT. And
Uh,
stress goes up by
oh,
one. That is 5 on a scale of
yeah.
6.
wow.
Yeah.
And you've got no info to spend to reduce anything. So, ooh, wow. Yoza,
No, it's
Wow.
yoza.
okay. It's the end of the game. That's
Zira, you've come up and you're putting two and two together. But when the shot goes off, you look back towards the LT and look up the corridor. And as you look up the corridor, one of these sacks goes.
Well, nice.
What do you do, Zira?
You should wander up and take a good long look at it. Just put your face next to it, and that's what they
Deep
keep doing.
breaths. Yeah.
Yeah, just be like, what is this?
What do you do, Zira?
I feel like that's what Mick's gonna do, probably.
Curiosity sometimes killed a medic.
I mean, DLT said that shooting isn't working here, but also definitely is shooting. So I think she, you know what? She's got a grenade left.
It's probably a bit close for a grenade.
Oh, all right. She does have her rifle, but it sort of looks like a mushroom. I think is her thoughts here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a really big one of those puffballs you saw growing.
No, I think she could throw the grenade and then step back towards us, right? Wouldn't that? I think that's not enough.
Okay, yeah.
Just like toss it with a hand, you know.
Yeah. Is that what you're going to do, Zara, and then retreat?
Yeah, I think she says, well, yeah, because that was what worked on last time against the black things, and I don't think she knows that this is anything different. Yeah, so I think she'll yell, fire in the hole, get back, and throw the grenade and turn and sprint past you.
Okay. And there is a woof in the corridor, and a lot, explosion, shockwave, and then the dust clears, and lots of these bits of the stuff that's been laid on the walls kind of just sprinkles down. But also the area around that grenade blast is steaming. There's some chemical reaction going on up there. What do you do?
Can I just make something worse? Sorry. I'm just going to be like, Quinn, why would you do that? You're going to attract attention to us, even though I told you to do that. Oh, sorry, but yeah, Mick.
Where is your judgment, Quinn?
That's a good question. I don't think she thinks super far ahead, just like as a person.
Mick, I'm going to go to Mick because this is very curious.
Oh, indeed.
What do you do, Mick?
Wait, so I'm visual imagination not great. So Quinn just blew up one of those sacks, or just sort of the whole area within.
One of those sacks has gone up in smoke.
Right.
The area around it, maybe 5 meters along the corridor, maybe 10 meters along the corridor, and all around the corridor, she has crisped that polymer that was laid down on the walls. Yeah. And you have retreated, all of you, 20 yards back, 20 meters down the corridor. Just when she called fire in the hole, you just went back. Yeah. And then when the smoke clears, this stuff is kind of sprinkling down, but also the ground and the walls and the ceiling is reacting. There is some chemical reaction going on. Because what we, the audience, know is that Zira has eliminated the egg and whatever was in it, but has also spattered the walls with some acid. Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, he is a curious guy. He's probably wondering. But it also depends, like, how far are we away from this? I feel like, he would probably want to know, like, what the hell is this now? But yeah, basically the curiosity and the will to survive, duking it out over here.
Okay. So you're considering this, you're looking at it. Let me have you roll. I'm looking at white dice. I think that I think I'm going to give you fitness for this, for expertise, because you're the only person with any at the moment. Um, and the stress dice if you want it. I want to see what else you notice.
Let's not deal with the stress die right now.
Oh, look at that, a pair of sixes.
Goodness me.
Wow, that's brilliant. For nothing, I will tell you, you can hear something scrabbling further up the corridor. You have
In the
two
direction
questions.
we're going.
In the direction you were heading, yeah. You have two questions to ask me. Mark info, but you are also going to roll for stress because that can't be good. So
I get to
let's
mark
have
info twice or only once?
no, only once. You mark info and then
All right, fair
roll for stress on that 6.
That's right.
Stress goes up, and then you will
All
ask me
right.
2 questions.
It's
Stress does not go
4.
up. Your stress is already full. So,
yes.
yeah, there's something kind of maybe multiple small things up the corridor.
Is this a direction that we're going in or
Yes.
the other one? And I feel
Yes.
like this is not the info question. I feel like I should be able to hear this directionally, right?
Well, there is that kind of does anybody else hear that?
Sure.
And there's a kind of yeah, there's something moving up the corridor. 2 questions. You can ask them, or you can poll the table.
Actually, yeah. Does somebody have a good idea of what I should be asking?
I guess
No.
is there a way for us to get past, like
just like a way around, but even
Another route.
honestly, like how big does it sound?
Small.
Oh,
No,
it's
maybe this is
Small,
just
but multiple.
maybe this is just rats.
yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
So
Small, agile.
Small, maybe a small swarm of rats would be the answer to the question. Another question you might want to ask is it coming towards me or away from me?
That is not a bad question indeed.
It is coming towards you.
Great.
Now, info rules apply. And I notice Zira has just cut and pasted into the chat. Find a way out of the current scene that isn't obvious. So you use the clues you have picked up about the environment you're in to find a safer route to get from A and into C without going through B, such as via the duct system.
Wait, is that also a question I can ask, or do you mean that is something that I should
somebody could spend info to do that.
Oh,
because
yeah,
one of the nice things about that explosion is that it's uncovered several duct axes that were previously blocked. Yeah?
I'll spend info, yeah.
So cut to all of you. I think probably Zira, being the competent combat specialist, is last in. I have a suspicion the LT volunteers to go first. Into the ducts. And you follow. And Zira, what we will see as you're about to pull yourself up into the duct is out of the gloom ahead of you, you see several kind of crab-like creatures scuttling down the wall at some pace. What do you do, Zira?
Another grenade?
She's out.
no,
She's used her last one.
She's out.
Yeah. Doesn't have any.
You can ask somebody else for one.
She could. The grate covering the duct is still there, right?
Well, I think you removed that in order to get into the duct.
Yeah. I feel like this is a roll with fitness to see if she can scramble in and replace the grate before they arrive.
Fine. I think that boils down to flee for your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is a basic move, isn't it?
White dice. Is your expertise currently available?
Sure ain't.
Then you would have had fitness, but you don't. You've got the white dice and the green dice.
Oh, she's taking the dress, yeah. She wants it.
Oh my!
That is a 3.
On the
Is
stress
this the
dice,
end of 0?
stress goes up by 1.
Ah,
Getting close to the edge here. And the consequence of a failure, it was a 2-3, wasn't it? So 2-3, damn it. A dead end. They'll catch up to you unless the GM offers to let you flee for your life again in return for marking danger and allowing them to say what or who you have to leave behind.
huh.
Because the LT is in the ducts and he shouts back saying, I think this is a dead end.
Okay, so if the LT says that, then I think she knows that they're going to have to turn around and go back the other way to continue safely. Um, she can see them coming, and I think she is going to, instead of scrambling up herself, just slam the grate back into place and draw her combat knife. And then I think the camera just sort of switches to something in the duct, and we only hear what happens next.
Okay, well, so you're not going to try to flee.
No, I don't think she is. Maybe as she was trying to scramble up, like a knee injury, she hears something like pop and tear, and she knows she's not going to be able to keep up.
Okay, then I do want to just roll for a face hugger.
Yeah.
Roll me
Is
a
that what those are?
Yeah, roll me a d6 to see
Love to.
what it does. The one that's in the lead.
3.
It leaps. You choose one. Its tail entangles your legs. You fall over. Its tail entangles your arms. You drop whatever you're carrying.
I think it's got to be the legs.
And you go down, and maybe the last thing we see of Quinn is this thing from her crawling up her body and rearing up, and we see that horrible egg-laying aperture pulsing at you. LT, turns out it wasn't a dead end. It's just a cut-off.
How dare you?
T, do you want to very quickly create Sergeant Basket, because he's the remaining NPC in the city that we've got available to us. I've uncovered his Marine NCO, and he is called Basket Case Bracket. Do you want to fill in some of that in our last quarter of an hour, or are you content to sit it out? I don't know. I leave it to you. LT, Mick spent the info to find a way past this area, and you drop down into the loading dock of the space elevator.
Oh my God.
Where you notice Amber, because I think I'll spend a point of danger to reintroduce Amber, is standing in front of it, desperately trying key codes on the cargo loading bay entry to the space elevator. You're first out, and she's clutching something and desperately trying with one hand, trying all kinds of codes, and then she slides her key card through and nothing happens. Slides it again, nothing happens. What do you do, LT?
Do I know the code?
The elevator is run by Borgia Industries as part of the infrastructure deal they have here. You're on sub-level 2. You could go down or you could come up.
Yeah, I have an illegal multi-key.
So you do. So you do.
It's one of the things I have. It's like
so let's have you roll to do something else. You get the white dice.
Yeah.
Your expertise is not currently available, I think. So larceny is not available to you, but you get the bonus black dice for the use of your illegal multi-key. And the green dice if you want it.
Uh-huh. No, I'm good. I'm good on that. Uh, oh my
Oh,
God.
wow. A pair of ones. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
No,
I'll just leave the
no joy
call.
on that. No joy on that. So wow. So I will mark danger, which means that when I mark danger, um, I think that down the corridor in the darkness, we, the audience, see a long tail, barbed tail, slowly unwrap from the shadows, and
mhm.
it glints in the darkness. Um, and I am going to spend another danger um, to have Amber has stepped away and she turns to Nix and says, I've got it. I've got it. We'll be rich beyond our wildest dreams. And she's clutching what looks like a black vase. Um, um, and as it's crusted with frost. But as you're looking at it, the frost begins to disperse a bit because you're now in this humid atmosphere. Um,
Uh-huh.
and it just begins to steam a little round the seal at the top. Um, T, do you want to tell me what basket case does?
Hmm.
I'm just,
Yeah, I think he's just sort of scanning the shadows jumpily.
yeah, and I think we see him looking down that corridor into the darkness, where the red light is flashing, and he's seeing something reflective down there. Mick, um, what you notice is where Amber is clutching this to her chest, she doesn't want to let this go. You just notice that where it was kind of steaming around the top, now there's a little trickle of black material, black liquid, just seems to be overflowing out of this. Um, um, Machines, Nix, you're our next best bet for getting
Okay,
through these doors.
hold on. I need to spend an info to recover my expertise.
Yes, do that thing. Do that thing.
Okay.
Lucky you.
Fine. So white dice, orange dice, green dice if you want it.
Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Uh, ooh.
6, and it's not even on the stress dice. This goes brilliantly. The doors go, shh, yeah, and Amber bustles to the front and just runs past you into this um, beanstalk carriage.
Uh,
Roll for stress because you. No, I tell you what. Yeah, roll for stress. If it goes up, I think that your infection is going to begin
all
to
right.
show.
Oh, great.
Oh fuck.
Um,
Yeah.
you turn to the others as if to say, "Go ahead,"
Uh-huh.
and your eyes are filming over.
Oh no.
You are at stage 3. You are mine.
Ah!
You are a stage
Oh.
3 infected human.
No.
Zira, what
No.
are you? Oh no, Zira's not there. Basket's case says, fire in the hole, and something is coming up that corridor towards you, and he goes click click, poof, and there's an explosion down the corridor.
Oh, God.
Mick, what do you do?
Can Mick try and wrestle this stupid black whatever the hell capsule
Yeah,
that
you can certainly
Amber
go
has
to.
and throw it after this grenade? Because
Let's see if you could do
he's
that.
had it. He's
Okay,
had it with the black goo and people trying to get this,
white dice,
continue to carry it with them.
orange dice, stress dice, 2 risk die. Do your thing.
Okay, hang on. So white, orange, and then you said 2 risk is red,
Two
right?
risk is the red ones, and the green one if you want it.
Yeah. Sure.
Go for it. It's your last die roll.
That is
Oh,
a 6 on
goodness
the
me.
white and a 6. So that is a perfect outcome. You grab it. And she turns back, her hands are sticky with the black stuff. But on a 6, so are yours.
Of course.
And as you look down, it's bubbling over the top and running down your hands. LT, what do you do?
Oh my God.
Nix has turned towards you and is in the where the bestiary size is looking at you as if to say, "What's happening to me?" LT, what's going on? What do you do, LT?
Is Amber the only perfectly fine person? Oh, no, wait, you said it's on her hands as well.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, great. Uh,
It's only the cowardly LT
it's you
that
and
will make
basket
it.
case.
no, it's not. No, no. I'm gonna. So, are we all in the elevator by this point?
No, only Amber dashed into the elevator and Mick stole the vase just as she crossed the threshold. So Amber has turned around on the threshold and is, wants to come back to get that from Mick. That's when you see the black goo on the hands. Nix is standing next to the control panel, next to those doors, saying, LT, what's happening to me as these veins grow up through her
Oh my
hair
God.
and her skull
This
begins to
is so
deform.
bad. I did not want this to play out. I'm gonna pull Amber like out and I'm gonna step into the elevator. I'm gonna punch it. Like this is so
All
like this
right.
is not what I wanted to happen. But this is
No.
absolutely it. Yeah.
So the
Um,
LT, I mean, given that we're on the clock, so
yeah.
we are 5 minutes from finish. I
We're meeting
think
Mick.
it's a great thing to have Mick with this bubbling black goo. The LT slips in, picks Amber out into the loading bay, and hits the closed door, and the door closes. And Basket turns around and says, "LT."
No, I forgot about us.
And
The only staunch defender, and you forgot about him.
I
and
know,
then
right?
and then behind Basket, we see a shiny head.
Oh,
No.
Jaws open,
Drooling.
oh my
drooling,
God.
and Basket kind of goes,
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Oh,
cut to the
man.
alien, in her mouth,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Maybe
that I have
maybe
to
Mick won't even transform. Maybe he'll be
maybe.
killed too early.
Or I think you'll discover the alien will not touch you now, Mick,
Great.
because you're part of the family after all, as is Nick's.
We're all one
Oh,
happy family.
great.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and then I think we epilogue out of this, I think, because we know this is not going to go well for anybody else.
No. Yeah.
To the LT strapped in the passenger compartment of the space elevator. It's a pretty bumpy ride because there's all kinds of hell breaking loose in orbit, LT. So there's a lot of this going on. And we cut to the cargo deck below it, where there are several large glass canisters, inside of which is a face hugger. And our last scene, I think, is that there's and we cut away to see that canister falling in slow motion and smashing.
Great.
Roll credits.
Ah. Nobody gets out alive.
Gross. Yeah. Amazing.
Hey, I think the facehuggers are gonna be fine, man.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah.
The
Mick and
mold's
Nick.
They
fine.
get to do what they love to do. Like, you know, they get to chase their dream and live their passion.
And I think Mick and Nick's, we will have a last scene, which is the elevator coming down from the upper levels goes, level 1, sub-level 1, sublevel 2, and it opens, and a group of UPP Marines step out into the corridor. And the lead says something in Russian, and the subtitles say, "Fuck." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Great.
yep.
That's good. That's good.
Good stuff.
So,
Good stuff.
if you're up to it, a quick roses and thorns, or because it's stars and wishes we finished, but roses and thorns. Any roses, Thomas?
Yeah, I had a really good time. Thanks for running, Alan. You're clearly you have this scenario like at the back of your hand. That was so good. I love the ending. I love how you played that out. Rose for space, for having Nick's like I was like so mean to the Knicks, but then like I feel like we got a cool moment at the end when
Yeah,
LT was like,
I got this. This is
yeah,
my
yeah,
job. Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
don't want you to have to do this. Yeah, I thought, Rose for Xena for like, I thought Mick was, I was crossing my fingers for Mick making it out alive. Like, absolutely, I was like, let's get Mick to safety. But no, it wasn't. The dice didn't agree. Like, it just didn't work out. Uh, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it turns out it would have been better if Mick had failed to grab the risky
Yeah.
goo.
yeah. um, and Rose for tea for I thought Quinn was a total badass, and like I was, and also first one to die. That's pretty cool. Like I was like I really that was caught me by surprise how like quickly like you leaned into that. That was great. I had fun.
Um,
Fit, yeah.
any thorns? Better ifs?
No. No, I can't think of anything.
Space. Any roses? Any thorns?
Yeah, so Thomas, I I love that you really dialed in on the lieutenant's personality being as I don't know. It was you did it very convincingly. Like that, going quite so far could have, it's one of those tricky things. It could be annoying, but it worked really well. And I really particularly appreciated just what you said, which is that moment that you switched it around a bit. But it was consistent, right? It was consistent with, there was complexity to her. Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't as simple as
I'd
being
like to
something.
think so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, and then T, yeah, I love that Quinn also had, kind of a bit of a nuance to her and what kind of choices she was gonna make. And I really liked in the diner, petrol station, whatever it was, you thought to go and look for something helpful and came up with the what was it called? A travois? Is that what it's called? Yeah. So that was neat. And I could hear the sound of it bumping along as that was yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Any
added.
thorns?
Well, no, Xena also, I
Oh,
mean, yeah, yeah. And Mick was we all had very distinct personalities and I loved that. I could see that you weren't quite sure where you were gonna go with Mick at first, but you got there. And I really love that and the whole sort of diving into the medic who doesn't quite know what to expect with this particular scenario, the birth and all this other stuff. Yeah. So good job. Uh I completely blanked on what I was gonna say,
sorry,
but
my
that's
fault.
okay. Yeah, no, you're fine. Um, I don't have any. Do I have any thorns? I don't think so. No. I mean, I do think that I sh I guess the one thing I would say is I wish I had had I I, I wish I had known to read through the moves. I don't know it. I think you probably didn't want to overwhelm us or something like this, but I think it actually would have been helpful for me to have at least seen them. And that's obviously partly on me. I just didn't bother to do it. But I think in your message it was like, oh, you just need to do certain things, and that wasn't one of them. So I was like, well, maybe you don't want us to see it. I wasn't clear. So anyway, that's not really a thorn. It's just a note.
No, fair point.
Yeah.
Xena, any stars, any roses, any thorns?
Ooh, can I say anything else that was not already mentioned? Because I had a really good time. I mean, there was so much chuckling during this horrific scenario, so I feel like that's already indicative of fun being had. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna mirror what everyone else has said because I really loved the cowardly LT, and yeah, still,
I loved the fact that when you had an opportunity then in game to define which way you were going to go, you went fitness. I will run from this thing. I will for the right reasons.
Yeah, I just thought that would be a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Samey then.
Can you
I don't
have
know.
two cowards? I mean, who knows? Anything
Just doesn't
else
seem
or
like
any?
the right choice for a medic,
Exactly.
in
Yeah. Combat
a
medic.
military situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anything else? Any thorns?
I don't think so, but I guess you're right. As in space, you're right. I was also in between. Was like, oh God, what move is now being referenced, etc. And again, of course, would have also read ahead, but didn't have the time, and also didn't feel like it was needed. And it's not, but also it would probably made it easier to sort of know or have an idea, like, oh, maybe I can do this or that, without having to like go, oh, I don't know. And then hopefully somebody might suggest something to me. But that's,
No, it's a fair
again,
point.
it didn't really harm the enjoyment of it. Let's put it that way.
And finally, T, any roses, any thorns?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the session. I feel like it was fast-paced and not frenetic, but like a lot happened, which I really liked. That's sort of what I was hoping for going into it, and I feel like we delivered on the brief. Lots of little moments I really loved. I feel like Mick was really kind of the MVP, delivering the baby, stealing the jar, sweet little cinnamon roll that, alas, did not make it. I really love that Nyx chose to just go off on her own and was like, I can't deal with these people anymore. I thought that was a wonderful way to just explore her character, and also good use of info. I think spending more of it at the end and that sort of ramp up fit with the rising tension of the game. I really enjoyed the LT. I feel like if you're going to do a military thing, you should have kind of a shitty commanding officer. And I think Thomas absolutely filled the brief. I think the line about like weak ass salute, I really enjoyed.
Honestly, I was like, weak ass comeback from me, but like,
well, I think it really I think it changed what how I played Quinn, because she was like, I'm good at things. I'll prove myself to my own detriment. Special rose to Thomas's cat, who is adorable.
Yes.
Now on stream.
And
the alien tail.
Indeed. And I prefer the new dice roller, I think. I find it more intuitive to add dice every time rather than selecting. It worked better for my brain. So
it didn't take long once I kind of investigated how to make the DD dice do it. But it's much more intuitive. Agreed.
It's also more responsive.
It feels tighter, doesn't it? I mean, roll for your party is showing its age, so I think this is the way to go. Any thorns?
I have one more rose actually. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go on.
Just one more rose for Thomas actually, because of I love that the whole like, what was it? Has anybody got any criticisms that has anybody died so far? No. And then at the end, you're just the only person who gets away. Well, gets away.
I was really bigging myself up for nobody dying, and then everyone died 5 minutes after that.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine the writer's room saying, look, Is anybody going to get off? Yeah, the LT should get off. Why? Because, well, earlier on, we can have him say this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, T, go ahead. Any thorns? Or any more? Are you finished with roses? Any more thorns?
All done with roses, no thorns.
Okay. Roses from me for in games where there is a supposed fictional reason for a chain of command. I think you played that collectively really well. You use that rather than being, because sometimes with the wrong set of players, there's a risk of some agency going, where you have an LT who says, you do that, you do that. It was really good the way you played that sensitively, Thomas. Thank you for that. And the rest of you played up to that and across the line that it created, which was really great. Characterizations were great. I love self-sacrifice. You know, Quinn are competent. What was that? What was that thing about
Deadly.
Quinn? Yeah.
The weaponized competence.
Weaponized competence.
Oh, yes.
You know, we saw that a lot. And the first self-sacrifice. Then we see Mick. We don't know it's going to be self-sacrifice, but it turns out to be self-sacrifice. Amber, who we all love to hate, gets booted out at the last minute. And you know, Nix, who's been hanging on in there like grim death, finally gets transformed. So no, that delivered for me enormously. And thanks for the point about the clarifying the rules, because I'm running this face to face in about 2 or 3 weeks at a con, so it's always good to get some solid feedback about that. So no, I had a fantastic time. You know, this was great. With that, I will stop the recording.